Raptors take NBA Finals opener, beat Warriors 118-109. Toronto AP Pascal Siakam scored a playoff career-high 32 points, and the Toronto Raptors won the first NBA Finals game played outside the U.S., beating the Golden State Warriors 118-109 on Thursday night. The Raptors hardly looked like newcomers to the NBA's biggest stage, controlling the action most of the way against a Golden State team, beginning its fifth straight NBA Finals appearance. Box score A. Kawhi Leonard added 23 points and Marc Gasol had 20 for the Raptors, fueled by a crowd that couldn't wait for a party 24 years in the making. I. Stephen Curry scored 34 points and Klay Thompson had 21 for the Warriors, who had won all 4 Game 1s in the last 4 years. All those had come at Game 2 is Sunday night in Toronto, which is hosting an NBA Finals game for the first time after the Raptors entered the league as an expansion team in 1995. The Raptors were perhaps a little jittery at the start, with Kyle Lowry firing a pass well out of bounds on their first possession. But they quickly settled in afterward, building a 10-point lead by halftime. Siakam then went 6 for 6 in the third quarter to keep Golden State from gaining much ground, and the Raptors kept their lead around double digits for much of the final quarter, countering every attempt the Warriors made to catch up. All 4 of the Warriors' previous finals were against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they struggled to figure out a new opponent. Toronto shot, the player nicknamed Spicy P was red hot, shooting 14 for 17 from the field, and he tipped in his own shot on the last of those misses with 54 seconds to play. Fans began arriving at Jurassic Park outside the arena in the morning. There were lengthy lines. Rapper and Raptors global ambassador Drake sat in his courtside seat wearing a Curry number 30 jersey. That's Del Curry. The Raptors introduced Del Curry and some of their other former players after the first quarter, a group that included perennial all-stars such as Tracy McGrady and Chris Bosh. But it wasn't until they went out and got Leonard in a trade with San Antonio that Toronto was finally good enough to get to the NBA Finals. He wasn't the dominant force he was in the first 3 rounds, when he averaged 31.2 points. But he had 8 DeMarcus Cousins made it back from a torn left quadriceps to come off the bench in his first NBA Finals game, but the Warriors remained without Kevin Durant, the MVP of the last 2 NBA Finals. He traveled to Toronto. The Warriors had won every game since he got hurt in the second round, but sure missed him against the Raptors, who are on a roll after falling behind 2-0 to Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals. Warriors' Cousins finished with 3 points in 8 minutes. Draymond Green. Raptors' Danny Green went 3 for 7 from 2-point range after he was just 4 for 23 in the conference finals. The Raptors improved. Game 2 is Sunday night. More AP NBA https://apnews.com/NBA and https://twitter.com/AP-sports. Related slideshow 2019 NBA playoffs provided by Iman.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,